Right now, fresh off a trip to the Ukrainian border, leaders from a local group share their firsthand accounts of the refugee crisis overseas. Plus, why an upcoming high-profile trial in Dane County may be impossible to watch from home, the judge in the case setting strict guidelines. And one of the downtown Madison murder suspects has been admitted to the hospital. What we know about his condition coming up. All ahead on News 3 Now at 10. And thanks for joining us tonight. With a 93-24 decision today, the UN General Assembly has voted Russia off of its Human Rights Council. The U.S.-led push came amid claims Russian troops massacred hundreds of Ukrainian civilians. Also today, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the U.S. and NATO allies have agreed to speed up deliveries of weapons to Ukraine. While all of this is developing, there is still a refugee crisis unfolding. The UN estimates about 10 million people have fled their homes since the start of the invasion. And tonight we're hearing from a local organization that just recently returned home after spending time with some of those refugees overseas. Tahalil Mohadin spoke with the leaders from the Jewish Federation of Madison and joins us now with their story.
Eric, so far the group has raised $100,000 for their Ukraine emergency campaign. They say every penny raised goes towards providing food, medical care, and transportation for people in need. And it's an investment the organization's leadership went to check on firsthand. One day after returning from Poland, Madison lawyer Joe Shumo is reflecting on his experience.
It's everything all at once, right? You're inspired. You're heartbroken. You see humanity at its absolute worst. You see humanity at its absolute best.
Thinking of the 48 hours he spent at the Ukrainian border and the refugees who made an impression.
He tugged on my vest and he just broke down and started crying. And I will never forget that boy's face.
Shumo took the trip with his colleague Alan Klugman through the Jewish Federation of Madison. Together, they went to see their organization's fundraising efforts in action.
Behind everything that you see on the news, behind the numbers, behind the statistics, are heartbreaking stories of very real people.
Bringing along over 500 pounds of much-needed over-the-counter medication and first aid supplies, and touring a warehouse turned refugee center.
It houses between 5,000 and 10,000 people.
Hearing the stories of the people calling those shelters home.
She wakes up every morning to text her family and ask if they're alive.
Devastated to see so many people struggling, but inspired by the amount of people from all over the world offering help.
All pitching in, all working together. If one institution doesn't have it, another one fills the gap.
Shumo now determined to keep sharing those stories, hoping they too leave an impression.
It should give all of us a sense of there, but by the grace of God goes I.
Organization leaders say they also have plans to send a group of volunteers to Poland for a couple weeks. They say they're looking for people who have a background in social work, teaching, and psychology who speak Ukrainian or Russian.
Tahalil, thank you. Tonight, next in the constant on and off rain. If that wasn't bad enough, now there's a chance for some snow tomorrow. Let's head to meteorologist Dana Fulton to look at our certified most accurate forecast. Dana.
It just started drizzling out here on the patio after being dry really for about the last hour and a half. Now temperatures still above freezing, so it is coming down as rain, but overnight we're planning on the temperature profile falling down closer to freezing, so we will see some more snow showers building into the area. As you can see on our Doppler track right now, this has kind of been the scene for the last 3 hours or so. Overall precipitation today has stayed under 1/10 of an inch or under 1/4 of an inch for most of southern Wisconsin, due to the fact that it was a little drizzly outside, but not a lot of accumulation out of that. Temperatures, again, falling through the 30s. We're at 39 in Janesville, 35 in Lone Rock, above freezing right now. Our breeze coming in from the northwest at about 8 to 15 miles per hour. We saw wind gusts today get closer to 30 miles per hour. We're expecting another breezy day for your Friday. Know that Friday is also going to be colder outside, and we'll have that snow coming down from the sky early in the day. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon will be in the upper 30s. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour with wind gusts close to 30 miles per hour at times. And we'll have light snow showers passing through for early Friday. Similar to today, it won't lead to a lot of accumulation, but it might reduce visibility a little bit Friday morning as it's coming down with that wind. The good news, this weekend does look dry for us. We'll take a closer look at Saturday and Sunday in just a few minutes.
Thank you. One of the men charged in last week's downtown Madison homicide is now in the hospital. That's according to the Dane County Sheriff's Office. In an email to News 3 Now, a spokesperson confirms 25-year-old Iman Galtney has been admitted to a local hospital. No additional information about his condition, including when and why he was admitted. He was charged earlier this week with first-degree intentional homicide as party to a crime and attempting to flee or elude an officer. He and another man were arrested shortly after the shooting that left 32-year-old Dwayne Lee Collins Jr. dead. Today, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes says the gun used in that attack was modified to be fully automatic and able to shoot 14 rounds in just 1 second. The chief addressing the case again today.
Well, one thing we know that to execute a brazen act like the one we saw just last week, it did require an extreme amount of planning. And so anyone who may have been involved in that, we're going to make sure that those persons are brought to justice too. It's important to know.
Now, separately, Madison officers also seized 3 illegally owned guns in the past week. This is part of a crackdown on dangerous driving, weapons offenses, and vehicle thefts throughout the city. Chief Barnes says his department has a renewed focus on enforcing traffic violations and unsafe driving. A high-profile trial in Dane County could be a challenge to cover. A judge handling the 2020 Arboretum homicide case involving the killing of a local doctor and her husband today made very clear today's motion hearing would have strict media rules. She allowed cameras in court, but we're only being allowed to show you 10 seconds of today's hours-long hearing and have to delete all of the other footage by tomorrow morning. Now, the suspect in the case, Kari Sanford, was in court today, but in order to hear what happened, you needed to be there. And these are just 10 seconds we chose to show today. Earlier, we spoke with Freedom of Information Council President Bill Leaders, who says the judge's ruling diminishes the amount you, the public, can hold the system accountable.
Well, the public has a right to know how its court system operates and to have these proceedings be visible and be broadcast. That's a well-respected right in Wisconsin and throughout the nation.
News 3 Now has joined other media outlets in challenging the judge's ruling. Arguments will be held on the issue of access on April 15th. The Madison Police Department tonight warning students and property owners in the Mifflin Street area that the upcoming scheduled block party is not a city-sanctioned event. Officers attended an event tonight where people living there could get their questions answered.
Ever since the 1996 Mifflin Street block party turned into a riot, we have every year since had a neighborhood meeting in advance of the inevitable event.
Officers say they'll be cracking down to keep order. They say if police are called to your residence for a party, fines are a possibility. An update now to a story we first told you about at 6. An hours-long hazmat situation in Fond du Lac has now ended, led to the mandatory evacuation of the milk specialties plant, along with neighboring homes. Officials say a faulty chemical mixture at the business formed a yellow fog, believed to include chlorine gas. The all clear was given about 6:30 tonight, about 7 hours after that initial call. 4 Wisconsin residents have filed complaints with the Federal Communications Commission over Will Smith's slap of Chris Rock during the Oscars. Smith used profanity after Rock made a joke about his wife. The 227 complaints were obtained through an open records request by Hearst Broadcasting. They were filed by residents all across the country. Next at 10, authorities say engine problems caused a small plane to make a crash landing on a busy road in Georgia today. Now, luckily, the pilot was able to bring the plane down in the median and avoid hitting any vehicles or buildings. Police say it's not yet clear where the plane came from or where it was heading, the area not far from Cobb County International Airport. In Costa Rica today, another plane crash. This one, a much larger aircraft showing a cargo plane in the ditch at Juan Santa Maria International Airport. The plane, a Boeing 757 operated by DHL, was set to fly to Guatemala but requested an emergency landing this morning. It landed shortly after and then skidded out off the runway due to a hydraulic problem in its back wheels. No one was seriously hurt. In D.C. today, an historic vote. The Senate confirming Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court, making her the first black female justice in the history of the nation's highest court.
On this vote, the yeas are 53, the nays are 47, and this nomination is confirmed.
Well, you heard Vice President Kamala Harris presiding over the vote. Jackson, a 51-year-old appeals court judge, confirmed by that 53-47 margin. The vote mostly along party lines. 3 Republican votes. Senators Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, and Mitt Romney. New York's Attorney General asking a court to hold former President Trump in contempt. She's also asking he be fined $10,000 a day until he complies with an order to turn over documents for a tax fraud investigation into his company's financial practices. The AG's office has previously said it found multiple misleading or fraudulent statements and omissions in the organization's financial statements. Well, it feels like the pandemic is finally loosening its grip, but that is not the way it's looking in Washington, where COVID-19 sweeping through Congress and beyond. Wei Zhang with the latest.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has tested positive for COVID-19 just one day after attending an event at the elbow of President Biden, unmasked. Her spokesman said the 82-year-old is vaccinated and boosted and has no symptoms. The news came just ahead of Pelosi's weekly press briefing, which was abruptly canceled.
We expected there to be ups and downs and increases, and with a variant that's as transmissible as BA2, that's what we're seeing at this point in time.
The White House says even though they attended an event together, Pelosi is not considered a close contact of the president, and that he did test negative on Wednesday night. Pelosi is among a string of Washington elite who have come down with the virus in recent days. One possible source could be Saturday's annual Gridiron Club dinner. Pelosi did not attend, but Congressman Adam Schiff and Joaquin Castro did, and both have tested positive. Same for Attorney General Merrick Garland, now quarantining at home, Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo, and Vice President Harris's Communications Director Jamal Simmons.
We have incredibly stringent protocols here at the White House that we keep in place to keep the president safe, to keep everybody safe.
Washington's mini outbreak comes as the city's infection numbers are still far below the January peak. The Capitol has reopened for public tours, and Mayor Muriel Bowser has lifted most COVID restrictions. Now, she too has tested positive and says she's isolating at home. Wei Zhang, CBS News, Washington.
More than a dozen guests who attended that Gridiron dinner have reported positive tests so far, and tonight we're also learning Maine Senator Susan Collins has tested positive. Her office says she's only experiencing some mild symptoms. And new findings from the CDC tonight. A new study shows it's possible to get COVID again less than 3 months after you last had it. At least 10 such cases have been confirmed. All of them were initially infected with the Delta variant and then reinfected with Omicron. The shortest interval between reinfection, just 23 days. Most of the patients had not been vaccinated. Governor Tony Evers proclaiming next week is National Work Zone Awareness Week in Wisconsin. Since 2000, it's marked the start of construction season across our country, promoting road worker safety and cautious driving in work zones. A reminder, state law prohibits texting while driving on any road. It's also illegal to use a handheld mobile device in any work zone. And still ahead at 10, some potential changes for the start of the upcoming hurricane season, plus statewide tornado drills across Wisconsin today. But for those in Dane County, it was a silent test. We'll explain next.
Stock up during the Hy-Vee brand sale this Friday through Sunday. Earn a 1-cent fuel saver on every Hy-Vee product. That's a 1-cent fuel saver on Hy-Vee products this Friday through Sunday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's 4-day flash sale this Thursday through Sunday only. Get 19% off everything in the store. Sofas from $3.99, sectionals from $5.99. Plus, get 1 year free financing.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
He's turned on working families again. Ron Johnson said no to bringing new jobs to Wisconsin. Now he's supporting the Republican plan that phases out Social Security and Medicare and increases taxes on middle-class families.
Time for Democrat Alex Lasry. Lasry says let's get more money into working people's pockets and cut their taxes. No wonder so many unions say Alex Lasry is the strongest Democrat to beat Ron Johnson.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's 4-day flash sale this Thursday through Sunday only. Get 19% off all mattresses store-wide. Queen mattresses just $2.99. Mattress and adjustable base both for only $7.99. Plus, get 1 year free financing.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Stock up during the Hy-Vee brand sale this Friday through Sunday. Earn a 1-cent fuel saver on every Hy-Vee product. That's a 1-cent fuel saver on Hy-Vee products this Friday through Sunday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Friday morning, explore the wonders of science in the 608. Josh previews a weekend of free interactive fun for the whole family at the UW Science Expedition.
And I'm tracking more rain and snow for your Friday. Join us tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Americans are more in debt than ever before. According to the Federal Reserve's Consumer Credit Report, consumer credit jumped some $42 billion in February, putting it at a record high, $4.5 trillion now. It's not clear if people are actually buying more things if they're just paying for the items that got more expensive. You think you're paying too much at the grocery store now? Just wait. The Department of Agriculture says expect the price of food to continue skyrocketing. Prices already up 9% for the year, and the USDA says it'll go up about 4.5% to 5% more. Restaurant prices are forecast to rise even faster, up to 6.5%. A new study says life expectancy in the U.S. still dropping. In 2021, it fell almost a half a year to 76.6 years. It continues a trend from 2020 when expectancy dipped by nearly 2 years. Researchers found life expectancy is more than 5 years less in the U.S. compared to similar nations. JetBlue hoping for a match made in low airfare heaven. It just made an unsolicited offer to buy Spirit Airlines for $3.6 billion. The offer could mess things up for a deal in the works between Spirit and Frontier Airlines. They've been planning to create a budget airline powerhouse to better compete with American, Delta, United, and Southwest. Wisconsin Emergency Management and the National Weather Service teaming up for a pair of tornado drills across Wisconsin today at 1:45 and 6:45. In Dane County, however, they didn't go off, but Emergency Management says that was planned, adding everything from today's test went well. And during that time, everyone is encouraged always to take the time to prepare and take part. Tornadoes, not unusual in Wisconsin, about 23 on average each year across the state. 41, though, touched down last year alone. According to AccuWeather, the National Hurricane Center also considering moving up hurricane season by about 2 weeks from June 1st to May 15th. The trend over the past several years of storms forming much earlier than the official beginning to that season. The U.S. just hit a major renewable energy milestone. Wind power, now the second highest source of electricity. For the first time since they started tracking this data, wind turbines generated more than 2,000 gigawatt hours of power last Tuesday, edging out electricity generated by nuclear and coal. It still trails behind natural gas. Well, here's a sign the seasons are changing. The Memorial Union says its iconic green, yellow, and orange sunburst chairs are returned to the terrace next Wednesday. Reopening dates for the brat stand and barbecue stand on the terrace have not yet been announced. The chairs have been populating the Memorial Union Terrace along the shore of Lake Mendota now for more than 90 years. Now we just need some weather to make it feel like terrace season. You know, sunburst chairs, they don't go too well with snow. We're maybe going to see some snow, though, right?
We are. We have the chance to see some snow swirling around. I don't think you have to worry about getting it cleaned up, though. The ground right now, exactly. It's pretty warm outside, and it's pretty saturated, at least warm enough that we're not concerned about this really accumulating. We have both rain and some light snow in the forecast over the next 24 hours. More light snow than rain as temperatures tonight drop down close to freezing. Any light rain transitions over to snowfall, and it looks like tomorrow we'll have some light snow showers early in the day. Friday and Saturday will be chilly outside. High temperatures for both afternoons will be below average. In fact, we'll struggle to get to the upper 30s for Friday. And then as we look ahead to Monday, know that the 60s will return. It'll be mild for us for the start of the week. It does come at a cost, though, with some shower and thunderstorm chances building back in. You can see this rotation with the snow flurries starting to build in for us. On the eastern half of the state right now, still a little warmer, still seeing the rain, but closer to the Dells and La Crosse, we've been watching the snow showers really build in over the last hour and a half or so. Overall, today, not picking up a lot of accumulation. Again, that rain that came through earlier, sure, it was misty for most of the day, but it was just coming down as some light drizzle at times. This system's going to continue to pull off to the east, dragging away the moisture and cloud coverage with it. We'll still have some light snow tomorrow, but the clouds leave us late Friday heading into Saturday. Behind it, high pressure ridges in, and that leads us to a dry Saturday and Sunday. Overnight temperatures will drop close to freezing for daybreak on Friday. We'll have light snow coming down. We will be a bit breezy outside, so there is the possibility for some reduced visibility with that snow and the wind speeds picking up. We'll have a few snow flurries for us in the afternoon and evening before this tapers off late in the day. Cloud coverage moves off to the east early Saturday morning, and that gives us a partly sunny sky by the afternoon with high temperatures Saturday afternoon landing in the mid-40s. So still below average for Saturday. Overall totals from tonight throughout the day on Friday still landing under 1/10 of an inch for most of the area. So just not concerned about accumulation, but things still staying a little damp outside for us through Friday. High temperatures in the upper 30s, a little breezy. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour, and we could see wind gusts get closer to 30 miles per hour for us tomorrow with that little bit of snow coming down. For Saturday and Sunday, it will be dry. Saturday in the mid-40s, Sunday in the mid-50s, so we're back close to average, but we have shower chances building in Sunday night heading into Monday. And Monday, we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's the same forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday could be a little bumpy with those warmer temperatures building in. High temps will be in the mid-60s. We'll have mixed precipitation on Thursday, dry weather for Friday and Saturday. Right now, Easter Sunday, does look like we might have the chance for rain building in during the day.
And coming up in sports, the Bucks hit some big shots late to move into second place in the East. Who came up clutch for Milwaukee? Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
The cherry on top of your sundae, extra crowd on your brunch, the icing on, well, you know how it goes. There's nothing wrong with making a good thing even better. That's why saving with EdVest, Wisconsin's 529 college savings plan makes perfect sense. When you open and fund an account, you plan your family's future and get the extra benefit of a Wisconsin tax deduction. Start now. Like seriously, right now at edvest.com. It's so easy, you can even do it as you enjoy your extra cheese pizza.
People have been wondering, what's happening to Lindsay? But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. Join now for $1 down and only $10 a month.
Just $10 a month?
Cancel anytime.
That makes me so happy.
Want more happy? Enjoy tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Even blow off steam in our judgment-free zone. Get glowing and feel fit-tacular. For $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Thursday, April 14th.
In the military, we call it dereliction of duty. Ron Johnson is supposed to serve Wisconsin. Instead, he served himself. An investigation found Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. Then he cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. That's a dereliction of duty. Tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnita.
Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Vote for your favorites online, including the Del Bar, Best Supper Club, Best Steakhouse, Best Destination Restaurant. Vote the Del Bar today at madisonmagazine.com.
Want to know what the weather is like right now where you live? Download the First Warn Weather app, and I'll give you my hour-by-hour forecast.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
This season is probably Graham Mertz's most important year for him under center. It's year 3 as Wisconsin's starting quarterback, and it's time for him to be the guy for the Badgers. Mertz is coming off an up-and-down year. The turnovers were up, the touchdowns were down. And since the Las Vegas Bowl ended, it's been a lot of film study because nobody wants to succeed more than number 5 himself.
Graham wants to be great in terms of like his approach, professional approach, his work ethic, and just really trying to own the offense and own his leadership role in the offense.
Having that open mind and knowing that I haven't even come close to where I want to be as a quarterback, and how do you attack that every day? And for me, it was, and me watching with Coach Chris, watching with Bobby, watching it with Keller, watching on my own, you get something new every single time you watch.
Baseball is officially back, and the expectations for the Brewers this season are sky high. It isn't just win the division and get into the playoffs anymore. It's go deep into the postseason and be a World Series contender. Cold and windy opening day at Wrigley. 7th inning, Brewers down a run. Christian Yelich flies out to left, but he hit it deep enough for Colton Wong to tag and score to tie the game up. But the tie wouldn't last long. Bottom half of the inning, Ian Happ up, and he bounces one off the wall in center to bring home 2 runs. Brew Crew falls 5-4, the final. It was a battle for second place in the East in Milwaukee tonight. Bucks hosting the Celtics. Jump to the 4th, Deer down 3. Bobby Portis says, not for long. He dials one up from deep to tie the game. And then later in the 4th, Drew Holiday closed the door on Boston. He gets his own board and the bucket as the Bucks beat the Celtics 127-121. With 2 games left in the regular season, the Suns have let Frank Kaminsky go. The former Badger has played in just 9 games this season because of a stress reaction in his right knee. On 3 years in Phoenix, Kaminsky averaged 8 points and 4 rebounds per game. First round of the Masters, and through 5 holes, Tiger Woods was at even par. That changed on number 6. It's a par 3, and he almost did it in 1. Woods drops it a few feet from the pin. He'd tap it in for his first birdie of the day. And then on 16, that fist bump was back. Tiger rolls it in from 29 feet. He's 1 under, 4 shots off the lead, and has a lot of work to do to get his body ready to go for Friday's second round.
Lots of treatments, lots of ice baths, and just basically freezing myself to death, and that's just part of the deal.
And we're back after this.
Don't get stuck with internet and TV that costs more and does less. Set yourself free with Spectrum and get it all from one provider. Get Spectrum Internet with enough speed for all your devices all at once with speeds of 200 megabits.
Whoa, that's fast.
Plus, get a free modem and free desktop security to keep you safe online. Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. And don't get stuck with the same old TV. Multiply your screens. Spectrum TV with a free Spectrum TV app lets you watch here, there, and everywhere. Stream live TV, sports, news, and more on any device. Plus, access up to 85,000 on-demand titles. Get Spectrum TV from $49.99 a month. Call 833-605-4999. Don't get stuck paying more for less. Pick and choose the services you need. Spectrum Internet or TV, or get them both for $49.99 a month each. All with no contracts. Call 833-605-4999.
Back
back again at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison with another big winner.
We're here with Pete, who just won $50,000 on Progressive Slots. How did you do it, Pete?
Well, first off, you get your rewards club card. You put that in the slots, the slot of your choice, of course. Now there I am. I'm seeing that machine. It's looking at me. We're vibing, and
it's vibing.
It's vibing with me. And then I start pressing buttons. Mash those buttons, as many buttons as you can press.
Buttons. There you have it, folks. Advice from a winner.
Well, I guess it's all about the buttons. Who knew?
Every accident is different. Different driving conditions, different injuries, different life circumstances. The insurance companies often use these circumstances to avoid paying you what you deserved. At Gruber Law Offices, we know how insurance companies can take advantage after an accident. Trust our experience and history of successfully helping our clients. And remember, there is never a fee until we win. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
$1 million worth of the best hot tubs in Madison are at Leisure Concepts. And right now, get immediate free delivery, free ozone system, cover lift, matching entry steps, supplies, and training. Our showroom is packed with brand new hot tubs for immediate delivery. We're including everything you need and all at a great low spring price. Leisure Concepts is open 7 days a week. Stop into our packed showroom in Madison on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And finally tonight, more than 20 years after being first reported missing, a set of rare notebooks once belonging to none other than Charles Darwin are now back safe and sound at the UK's University of Cambridge. The notebooks, thought to be worth millions, were discovered missing from a university special collection back in 2001. 2 decades later, a package with a mysterious note anonymously simply just showed up at the university library, and inside were those precious notebooks. Dana's back. We take one final check of the forecast.
Right now, it's starting to get a little drizzly outside. We do have some showers right now. That'll transition over to light snow, though, by Friday morning as temperatures drop close to 32 for overnight lows. Friday will be cloudy with snow showers early in the day, highs in the upper 30s. Saturday, dry in the mid-40s. Sunday, dry in the mid-50s. And then for the start of next week, we'll see temperatures in the mid to low 60s for afternoon highs. That does come along with the chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms, though. So a bit of stormy, soggy start to next week. As we look ahead to next week and Easter Sunday, do know that right now we're keeping an eye on a chance for some showers during the day on Sunday. So the Easter Bunny needs an umbrella.
This has been a rough stretch. Yes. Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10. We hope you have a great night.